What's going on, everybody? My name is Monster, and welcome to episode 3 of Coach Profiles, the series where we interview coaches, where you can get to know them a little bit better. In today's video, we have FrostFire14 or Kade. I've known him for quite some time now, and he's a really good friend of mine. What's going on, man?
Hey, what's good?
It's a really sick intro there. We're just going to get straight into the questions, not waste any time.
Okay.
How did you get into Draft League?
So I originally started playing competitive Pokemon by watching Shady, when he, way back in the day when he did competitive builds and Wi-Fi battles, and then I saw his GBA matches, and then I watched him a ton. And I watched season 1 of the UCL. And then I think my first Draft League started around Twitter. Yeah, I found it on Twitter. And that only lasted for 3 or 4 weeks. But then I made some friends and joined other Draft Leagues. So, that's kind of how I started. Kind of just by Shady and the UCL. And then I found friends and started doing it with them.
You know, that's exactly how Jed and Dom both started, was with just watching influencers on YouTube and eventually just getting into Draft League themselves.
Yeah.
But, so, next question. How many leagues have you been in? This is going to be a gargantuan number for you.
Oh, God.
And what were your results?
Oh, God. League number? Way too many to count.
Yeah, it's probably 20 plus. Like you're in 20 plus in your own server right now.
Plus, I used to be in 20 leagues at a time.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Jesus.
So, most 90% of those didn't get completed. I don't know if we're counting completed seasons or not. If it's not completed, then probably 200, 300. Because I used to go into the GBA Discord and just look for leagues and just join them, draft, and then the league would die in week 3.
Jesus Christ.
But high number, because I've been doing this for about 2.5 years, and my best records is, I've won 7 or 8 championships now. My best record regular season has been 12-0 in DBA. I had a hyper offensive team with not hyper offensive, but pretty offensive with Infernape, Weavile, Raikou, Azu, Weavile, all those. And then my best championship team was my I think it was DBL season 4 team. I had stuff like Mega Venusaur P2, which I basically just used to stall my opponent out. I had the Hax Core. I had Hydreigon, Mismagius, Lantern, Nidoking, Entei, Hitmon, Lee, and probably the most broken thing on the team, I had Smash Pass Huntail. They allowed Smash Pass, so I could Smash Pass into Nidoking. And I basically won the championship there, and then I went on to win the championship the next season in Season 5.
Okay, so I expected, a lot there, but that was definitely a pretty long list of championships and leagues. I don't even want to imagine how many leagues you've actually been in.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot.
You should see my Google Sheets.
I don't think I want to. Alright, so next question. What was your most successful Pokemon in these past leagues?
Ooh, that's hard. Since I've been doing this for so long, I'm gonna give 3 or 4 different answers. Because my drafting kind of goes in phases. When I first started off, I used a ton of, and I kind of still do, but not as much, Mega Venusaur. I had a ton of success with it. And then I started using Manaphy a ton, basically mid to late Oras. That's what I would always use. Because back then it was so good. Now with Tapu Koko and what else? Fast Electrics, just Toxapex, there are just so many annoying mons. Now in Gen 7, I feel like it's harder to sweep. And then, I've used, and then Celesteela I had a lot of success with early and kind of mid-ish, Ultra Sun Moon. Like, probably until the start of 2018, I've done really well with Celesteela, and then these past, like, 5 or so months, I've been doing really well with Tapu Koko, and I've really liked it. So that's my answer for that.
Okay, so yet another long list of things. Again, because you've been in so many leagues and have drafted so many teams. But not surprised to hear you say Tapu Koko though. You definitely drafted it a lot. You had it last season in NCL. You have it this season in NCL. And also, be on the lookout for Kade's draft recap, which will be up sometime after this video. Just so you have an understanding of like what we're going to talk about in this interview with his team and stuff. So next question, what is your all-time favorite Pokemon to draft?
Ooh. I also went through a phase of Kieran Black, so like pretty much all the mons that I already stated, they're like kind of my all-time favorites from the periods. But my overall all-time favorite, that's actually really hard. It's probably, I could pick them on every time. Honestly, right now it's Tapu Koko, but like that hasn't been released for like the whole time I've been in Draft League. So I'd have to tie between Manaphy and Tapu Koko, because those are my two mons I went to go to and now I do go to.
I'm shocked that you did not say Infernape, because I know I've seen you draft Infernape many times and I've seen you use it to amazing success, and I can't believe that it's not Infernape, because it's your favorite mon, right?
Yeah, it's my favorite mon. I would say like the past since like probably about 2018 I started using it a lot, but there was like a solid like 9 months or something, maybe a whole year, where I like didn't use it at all or used it like once. I don't know, that's when I was drafting a lot of Celesteela and Kieran Black.
That's
and Manaphy, so I just didn't use it for a long time, so I guess I still love it and it's a great mon, but I haven't used it as much lately.
That's wild, man. Alright, so next question. What's your general opinion of your team this season in NCL?
Let me go look at it. I like it. It's a little bit out there. I mean, it's... At first, I knew I wanted Koko and Mega Sceptile going into the draft. And then after like my Vaporeon pick, which was like my round 4 or round 5, I basically didn't know really what I was doing. So with the sand and stuff, it's kind of weird. But I think I like it, and I think it overall turned out good. I'm definitely curious to see how I can use it this season, though.
Yeah, your team is like extremely offensive. Like every time I've asked somebody from in the interviews, this one question I'm going to end up asking you, obviously, your team always comes up because you have stuff like Weavile, Tapu Koko, Mega Sceptile, Excadrill in the sand and stuff. It's just a really, really offensive team, and it definitely looks very threatening, to say the least.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. All right, next question. How well do you think you'll do this season?
There are 12 weeks, right? Yeah, 12.
I assume so. Yes.
Yeah, I'm hoping for for like 9-3, 8-4 with this team. I'm not as comfortable, I would say, as my team last season, because last season I had some ones I was really good with, obviously. But with like Ape and Coco, but
Mega Shark.
Yeah, Mega Shark, that was broken. But I think that I will still do good because I've used Excadrill and Sand before. It's just been a long time, and Sand can also hurt part of my team because like the residual recoil always on like Vaporeon and Avalugg is gonna hurt. But I think that I will do like pretty good. Like I said, hopefully 9-3 is my goal.
Okay, that seems like a reasonable goal for yourself, just because I know how good you are and I've seen you perform very well in other leagues. So definitely reasonable within your skill set. So next question. What Pokemon do you think was tiered too high this season?
I think I was actually thinking about this question.
Are you using a trackpad right now?
What?
Are you using a trackpad right now?
No, I'm on my bed.
Okay. I was wondering why I could hear you clicking.
I'm not clicking.
I swear I heard you click. Don't lie to me.
Oh wait, that's my that might be my foot. I'm like popping it.
Okay, that's weird. Find the
I
Pokemon, please.
Too high. I think that I don't know actually what's too high. I think the Zeraora could have been lower, but like it's the new toy, I get that. Not too much generally, I think is too high. I would say the tiers are, from what I'm looking at, pretty good, honestly.
Yeah, let's we're basically we Ian did a lot of work to make sure that the tiers were back in order after last season. Defog, Omega Lol. But yeah. So next question. What Pokemon do you think was tiered too low this season?
Definitely Mega Sceptile. Definitely.
Mega Sceptile.
Yes, most definitely. I had it in tier 2 in PSBC. I think I commented this, but it went like, I think it was like first in kills, like 17-3 or something, and with Magearna, and I absolutely loved it then. So, and I showed them that it's a tier 1, so I'm hoping that I can prove that's a tier 1 here, because it's definitely too low. 60 points for 145 base speed and like, what is its special attack? Isn't it like 150?
No. I would hope not. That sounds more like Mega Alakazam.
Let me check. It's 145.
Okay.
And then it's 110 attack. So just for that speed and the power it can have and Sword Stance, I just feel like it's way too good to get so many points back. But I'll take it.
Yeah, I know you will. Your team last season was the same thing. It was like, oh, this is tier 2 low. Let me get it. This is tier 2 low. Let me get it. Over and over again. But all right. Next question. If you had to pick a move to have the highest kills this season, what would it be?
I think I heard when I watched Jed's, he said Earthquake, and I do gotta say that's probably gonna be. Looking at, because there's like Mega Swampert, I know that's always a kill leader. Pretty much every team has a physical ground type. Like I have Excadrill, so that's gonna get some Earthquake kills. There's Lando TSG, so I would say that Earthquake is, but I'm also gonna give a runner-up to T-Bolt, maybe.
Okay. Finally, some variety in this question, because you would be the third person to say Earthquake is going to be the first one.
Yeah, I'm hoping that I can push T-Bolt pretty high with Top Coco.
Alright.
And you're Raikou. You better do some work.
Yeah, I got you. Don't worry. I'll pull through. Alright, so next question. Of all the Pokemon drafted, which one do you think will be the kill leader this season?
Ooh. I think that... Honestly, if Daniel knows how to use Zygarde, it's very good. Mega Pinsir, I could definitely see with Ian. Mega Shark with Matt, because I know I've known Matt for about about 2 years, and he's just a phenomenal battler. And how I use Mega Shark, and in my opinion, I'm not even as good as Matt, so I can only imagine what he's gonna do with it. So I think it's gonna be Mega. It's probably gonna be Mega Shark or Mega Pincers, is my guess.
Okay, so fun fact: everyone that I've interviewed so far, I mean, that's not like it's a lot of people. I've only interviewed 2 people so far, but both of them, like they both said your team. Like they didn't give a specific mon in general. They were just like his offensive core of mons has the potential to be at the top. So you're like the only one who's given some variety on that because those mons are obviously on your team.
It's funny for most of my leagues. I don't have like a big kill leader. Like this is last season of Mega Shark. That was like one of my biggest kill leaders I've ever had. I usually never have a mon that like has like 20 or 15 kills or something. Usually it's just like spread out and like 5 or something per mon. So that's why I'm not as confident. But I have sweepers with like Coco, Lucha, and Excadrill, so I feel like that can be possible with a lot of kills.
That's true. Coco Lucha, resident sleeper in the comments. So next question. Never mind. There is another question. I forgot. That's my last one. So yeah, that's the whole interview. That's all the questions I have. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this interview. Hopefully you guys got to know Kade a little bit better as well. But yeah,
Can I give one last word?
Yeah, one last word. That's all you get.
Okay.
One word. That's
I
it.
would like to inform everyone that Ian hates on Luminion and Magikarp.
We're bringing up the fishes right justice.
Now. They are poor fish, and I hope they get to tier 4.
Okay. Declaration of war being put down at the end of the interview. But all right, so that's going to be it for us, guys. Thank you so much for watching the video, and have a nice day.